Hey everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. Okay, here we are. I have the October words ready. Since the 1st through the 3rd fall at the end of September, they're not on this sheet. They were on the September sheet. So we have 4 full weeks in October, and we're going to do capital O, P, Q, and R. So the Q words are a little bit old because I didn't want to go too crazy. So everything is QU, which, to be quite honest, that's what we're going to end up writing all the time anyway, so we might as well practice it. I did sneak in a Z and an X. Tried to, like I always do, try to cycle through most of the letters. So these are the words. This is posted on my Instagram. It is posted on my Facebook page. For those of you that don't know, I have a Facebook page. It's JLB Crafts, just like everything else, my YouTube channel and everything else. So you can find that anywhere and download the picture and just print it out. So, okay, that was announcement number 1. Announcement number 2 is I have the 2022 Big Love Letters Planner. I think I saw it even posted, Love Letters Roman numeral 2. So, and I have flipped through it, and it is just the same. So we will be able to just pick right up, and if you have this new one, it is exactly the same week for week. So there we go. First week is the O. First week is the O. Nothing really major there. I have not, again, made 100% decision on whether or not I'll do another year of videos, but the year of videos that already exist are not going anywhere. So if you're just tuning in, I learned so much. Like, I just looked, when I came in to compare, I looked at this and I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. That was week 1, like even week 0, because I went back and repeated week 1. And wow, like if you look at that versus whatever week we're in now, 40, 30 something. I mean, oh my gosh, you guys, I was shocked at the difference. Look at that. Just the A alone, like A. So huge difference. I'm launching, I'm going to do a couple videos that'll be in this, but they'll be out of sequence because they're not actually lettering. I really feel the need to try to educate people on what hand lettering is versus calligraphy versus practicing your penmanship. And cursive, there's just so completely different, and I don't think enough people know that. So I'm gonna try to put some of that stuff out there on Instagram and Facebook, and hopefully raise awareness and educate people now while they can still get the planner for 2022. And you know, hopefully there's some great response, and we build our little group here, and we definitely can then keep going. So, all right. So, with all of that, we are doing L this week. Or, I'm sorry, not L, N, capital N, which I'm not expecting a whole lot of surprises because it's basically just half of an M. So, let's get going on that. It is the last week before I'm going to start a series of Halloween spreads. So I wanted to go ahead and do some fall florals. There's this nice teal-ish color on the page. So I have the Autumn Blooms Live Love Posh sticker book. And green is my favorite color. This page has these gorgeous teal, green, blue. This is the Autumn Blooms. So it's got orange and red, but it's got this gorgeous like teal color, greens and blues and teals, and I just thought those really looked fantastic with these lines. So these are what I'm going to use. So I need to pull, I think I want to pull some washi tape for the edge like I've been doing lately. That just is so nice to do. So I'm going, of course, with Simply Gilded. I have this gorgeous marbled teal blue, which just matches these florals almost exactly, and it's got some silver foil on it. So this is the one I'm going to use. I have a link in the description box of this video now that is for Simply Gilded. It is $5 off a purchase of $15 or more if you haven't signed up with them before. So have a look at that link. And I'm gonna do my normal. I'm gonna decorate down the center and around the edges, and I'll be back. Alright, so for assignments, I have pulled my bullet points book, and I do have a video on my DIY playlist on creating your own sticker books not using the Happy Planner pre-purchasable sticker book making kit. This is just completely from scratch using some acetate and some cardstock. So I think I want to go ahead and use these hearts. I hardly ever use them because you can't actually check them off since they're plastic, and I think these colors match really nicely. So let's go ahead and use some of these. I'm just going to rotate through the different colors that I see in the spread. So there's red, definitely a little bit of pink. Let's go ahead and put a teal one in there in between. And we'll grab a pink one. And orange. And then up here I think I want to do teal so that it stands out over top of that floral. I see the least pink, so I think I'll skip pink and go orange and red for the last two. And those will probably be my pen colors then as well. So let's go ahead and write in the assignments. Let's use a kitty cat pen that I got in Japan today. All right, so for the 27th, capital N. And then Noel, fitting with the holidays right around the corner. Nick, just in the nick of time. I guess that could be Saint Nick, huh? It's capitalized. Next, as in next week. A lot of these are planner related, huh? Nary. Nuff. Oh, double F's, you guys. Double F's. We'll survive. We can do it. And name. Okay, there we have it. I am going to have a lot of fun picking out pens. I don't think I've ever been able to use a teal colored pen, so that'll be fun. So I'm going to pick my pens and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I have picked my pens, and as usual I like to go from stiffest to softest. So I have the pink Fudenosuke, that's the one I'll start with. And then it's kind of a toss-up between the Writech and the Pentel Touch. So I have the orange Pentel Touch and the red Writech. And as always, these are all linked in the description box. And then this is the kind of teal colored Le Pen Flex. So let's get warmed up. I'm going to warm up as usual with my ace drills. very nice. I like the way those match. The pink's the only awkward one, and there's definitely some of that lighter pink in the centers of the florals. So anyway, all right, so N. So as expected, ooh, that's really washed out, isn't it? They start with the big curl, come around, heavy down, light up, heavy down, and a tail. Just like I said, half of an M, like last week. There they are for comparison. Okay, so then from my M's last week, I kind of did my normal little hook in and down. So I'm going to try to stick with that this week just for consistency, but let's go ahead and look at the others. So this is the Fudenosuke free download sheet, and you can see, of course, I don't like how spread out this is. My dyslexic brain says that that's an N, but it's backwards. So, or maybe it's forwards. I don't know. Anyway, don't like that one. I have the calligraphy book from Walmart. Just looking for differences between, yeah, no, their M and their N are very much the same and the most similar to what I'm going to do. They just curl under and come up, and I'm going to go over and up. And for the alternate majuscule N, wow. Wow, that I remember saying wow last week too when I saw the M. That is just crazy. Very bounce letter looking to me, because I think because it's so all over. There is a little bit of a difference here. They're coming up on the end, finishing their end of their M up, and this one they're just dropping down. Which, if you have a name that starts with a capital N, that could look really cute as kind of your signature. So anyway, I was doing some cleaning and just, looking over some older stuff when I got the new book, and I found a couple of other sources that I totally forgot I had. So these are the I zoomed way in. So Crayolegraphy. And I actually got both of these at the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, a couple years ago when I first decided I was going to learn brush lettering. And so I was looking at their capital M's and N's, and theirs is pretty simple. They're just kind of coming into it and dropping a little bit down below the line. And then this one is black. It came with metallic markers, and this one's different still. It's kind of curly. So you guys, there is no end to the number of out there free download practice sheets that you can use with tracing paper. If you like this more, curly, kind of swirly, girly look, that's the way I define it. It kind of matches what's in this book. If you like that, go for it. Download the free lettering sheets and just do like me each week. Find the one that appeals to your eye and practice that. So, all right, so let's start our N. Again, I'm just going to kind of do half of an M. So this one may be a little bit boring, although I was struggling more than I expected last week with my M, so it's probably good that we're doing N right after it. So, and let's just look really closely at where I was at the end. So I was starting right at the baseline. Okay. Keeping my slant. Not bad, which is what I would expect. Just looking at what I was doing as far as the separation on this upstroke versus this downstroke, and it looks like I'm liking where I separate toward the midline and not above it. So what did I hit? Nothing. I don't know, that was weird. I couldn't push my pen to the left. And there I overcompensated. For some reason the drag, if you will, of this pen tip on the paper is a little bit rougher, and I'm kind of all over the place adjusting to that, so. Way too wide there. Starting to look like a backwards N again. All right, let's try Noel. It's a little early in the season, but at least we made it into fall before we started writing the word Noel. So I'm just noticing that my slant on my L is more vertical than on my N, and it doesn't look as smooth that way. Definitely looks more polished when they've got a closer angle. Hit a sticker. I like that though, that is pretty. Definitely reads Noel easily. Definitely having an easier time this week with the N than with the M, because it's a repeat, and I really struggled, I think, at first last week, so it's worth being able to take a second pass at it. All right, Nick. Good old Saint Nick. I'm not sure if that's why I did Nick it right after Noel, but I could see writing that in my planner in December. I'd be happy with that. So the thing to keep in mind when you actually write in your planner with this is you're not going to write Nick, 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 Nick over and over right beside each other so that all the tiny little minute differences stand out and are glaring. You're going to write it once and it's going to look fantastic. Nick, yay. All right, next, as in next week. This is a planner word. I need to practice my X's since I changed them after I did my X practice week. And I'm still not sure, I'm never sure how much slant to put on this. Because it seems like no matter what I do, it doesn't seem right. I think I need to make it more vertical. Because that looks way too spread out. And so does that one actually. Oh well, there's always next year to work on my X's some more. Okay, Neri. I think Neri was in the the Christmas poem, "'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." I think nary is in there somewhere. Nary even a mouse. So I have this sticker that comes down over here. If I write lowercase nary, there we go. All right, capital nary. Let's see, I can squeeze an N in here, and that'll give me 1, 2, 3, 4 more. I think I'll just, yeah, try to work them all that way a little bit. So definitely going to be entangled on this one. Okay, here's the fun, double Fs. I promise you there are no double Fs in October, guys. Enough said. Okay, entanglements galore coming up. That wasn't so bad. Hopefully I can keep that alignment up. Whew, that F is gigantic. But not least, name. This is another one I felt like we definitely would be useful to have practiced for using in our planners. Definitely helps to have consistency in shape between the big hump on the N and the little humps on the M. I think that looks really polished when they're nice and consistent. There we go. Another week in the books. This is definitely not a color combination I would have thought to put together if they weren't all in one set of stickers, but I'm glad I did it because I think it's really pretty. And for some reason I never get to use teal pens, so. And I'm glad I got another week of practicing that NM hump. I think it made a lot of difference. I had a much better time this week. So if you guys can only have time to do some of the practices, definitely pick either the N or the M because it's worth it. You'll nail both of them if you nail one of them. So I hope you like this video. I hope you're excited about continuing on the rest of the year and maybe even continuing to work into next year. Help me spread the word, guys. Help me preach the gospel of hand lettering. It is not practicing over and over and over calligraphy or penmanship. It is definitely different. Light up, heavy down, how to hold your pen, brush pens in general. So help me out, guys. Spread the word. Feel free to link. I just feel like it's such a breakthrough, such a discovery when you figure out that it's not cursive. It's pretty easy to build up the muscle memory for the light up and the heavy down. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please consider liking and subscribing and spreading the word. Thank you.